going to talk today about a better question to ask than how do I motivate my team. I was going through some comments this morning, and one of the questions that someone had asked me just made a lot of sense and kind of triggered this. So we're going to talk about that. If you do happen to share this and give some value to some others, definitely let me know that you shared it in the comments so I can give you a shout out. Let's talk about my bedhead. Why do I have bedhead? I mean, I don't have a whole lot of hair up there. Like, it's pretty short, but, normally I'm not like fresh out of bed. I just, been drinking coffee, doing a little planning for the day, some goal setting for the day. And I'm like, all right, I need to go do my hair and take care of that before I do it live. And then I thought, you know what? Let's turn it into a message. So why the hell am I doing this with bedhead? The reason why I'm doing this with bedhead is to illustrate a point that you don't have to look so freaking cool all the time, okay? I will tell you one of the biggest reasons why people fail in network marketing. Some of you are going to relate to this. Some of you are going to be like, oh my God, he's talking to me. I will tell you, there is a disease that is amazingly debilitating, and I had it. Primarily financially debilitating. This is a disease that often you don't know you have it until it's too late. It comes in different levels. When I first got into network marketing, I had this disease, and it prevented me from making any money at all. I got over it, and then it came back. Yep, it came back. In fact, I had owned my own network marketing company and was the founder and CEO, and lots of accolades, people looking up to me, and I was really, really cool, and that's why the disease kicked in. And so what ended up happening is I ended up $750,000 in debt. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in that kind of debt, but it's a situation where you want to grab a bottle of vodka in the middle of the afternoon and drown yourself in the vodka. You want to numb out because you're like, holy shit, how did I get myself in this situation? How the hell am I going to get myself out of this situation? My business was crumbling. I found myself lying awake in the middle of the night at 5 a.m., not being able to sleep, sitting on my bed, staring at a wall in the dark room. And just thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to make it through tomorrow? I don't know if you've ever lied awake wondering how the hell you're going to get through the day. And I'm not a big proponent of having to take pharmaceutical stuff, medicine, prescription medicine. So I would drink vodka. Every day, just about. In the afternoon, I drink vodka just to get through the day. That's how much this disease had a hold of me. In fact, I did get some, what do you call it? I can't even think of the term, the anti-anxiety medicine. What do you call the anti-anxiety medicine? Drop it in the comments. Help me out here. It's early. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet, so anyway, I would take that every once in a while to try and get through the day, but I would just force myself to, say, all right, I'm not going to get addicted to pharmaceutical drugs. And see, this disease had a hold of me, and I'll tell you what the disease is. The disease was the ITC disease, and what the ITC disease stands for is I'm too cool. Prozac, thank you, Sarah. Xanax. Xanax was the one, not Prozac, it was Xanax that I took a few times, and damn, that shit actually works. I only took it 2 or 3 days because I didn't want to get addicted to it. Caffeine, there we go, rock and roll. So listen, the reason why I had so much of a problem with my business crumbling, it was really my identity had crumbled. I was this young success story that people looked up to, and when my business was collapsing all around me, suddenly I wasn't this cool young success story anymore. I was a business failure. And so my identity took a beating. I was taking a beating from the outside world. Now, the outside world, there were a lot of people at the time. I would get daily emails of people bashing me, telling me how evil I was, how I was a con artist, and I had taken money, which I didn't take any money at all. In fact, I was $750,000 in debt. So my company crumbled, and I came and I joined my current company. And I will tell you, going from owning a network marketing company to being a rep in a network marketing company is a major shot to the ego. And it's why the disease came back, the I'm too cool disease came back, because suddenly I had to call people and tell them, recruit them into my network marketing company and sell products in my network marketing company. And people knew me and they were like, well, what happened to your company? And I had to explain the whole situation on how I had allowed it to crumble. And the ITC disease caused me to want to hide, to curl up in the fetal position in my bed and stay in bed all day. That's why I have bedhead here, is just to illustrate the point, is that we are so stuck in life with looking cool. We're so stuck in life worrying about what other people think about us. And I will tell you where real power comes from. Real power comes from when you can worry less about your reputation and simply worry about your character. See, your character is when you do the things that you know you need to be doing, regardless of your reputation, regardless of what other people are thinking about you. So doing lives as an example, I do lives almost every day. And the biggest challenge for me doing lives was not coming up with content. Any idiot can read a book, take notes, and then regurgitate the content. Any idiot can do that. Any of you could do that. The challenge is we're worried about looking cool. Well, what the hell are people going to think about me if I do a live video? My hair is not perfect. My makeup's not perfect. My house isn't as nice as it should be. All of that is you having the I'm too cool disease. You're worrying more about your reputation than giving value to someone else. You're worrying more about your reputation than doing what's actually going to build your character. I just want this bedhead to be a little illustration of why you don't have to be perfect to go out and take action. And I'm not talking about lives. I'm talking about calling the people that you know you need to call, writing the letter you know you need to write, doing the thing that you know you need to do, but you've been holding off because you're worried about looking cool. Stop worrying about looking cool and go do the things that you need to be doing. Today, you got something you know you should do. Maybe it's doing a live video. Maybe it's calling someone and telling them about your products or services. I don't know what it is, but you got something that you know you need to be doing and you're not doing it because you're worried about looking cool. So I want you to just go do it. Stop worrying about looking cool. Now, let's get to the other topic. The other topic, and this comes from a comment that I received, was basically, how do I motivate my team? And I will tell you a better question than how do I motivate my team is how do I motivate myself? I think the biggest way that you motivate a team is to show your team how crazy motivated you are by your actions. When your team sees that you are crazy motivated, you're crazy inspired, you're taking massive action, you show them how to act. You don't tell people how to act. Everyone's worried about like, all right, how do I tell my team? What is the magical thing I tell my team to get them to go take action? Well, in reality, there's no magical thing that you're going to tell your team to go get them to go take action. Yes, you need a system in place. Yes, you need training in place. I'm assuming if you're part of a network marketing company, you probably have an upline who's got some kind of a system in place. And so the system is probably there more than likely. What needs to happen is you need to get, like I said yesterday, on fire. And when you get on fire, your team feels it because you're transferring that emotion to them. So the question is, more than how do you lead your team and motivate your team, it's how do you lead yourself and motivate yourself? Well, I'm going to tell you the things, just a handful of the things. If you want to take notes, put them in the comments here. So you can go back and review it later, put notes, whatever you need to do. Number one, it's daily personal development. If you're not growing yourself on a daily basis, you're going to have a hard time growing the team. Because if you're not feeding yourself, you can't feed anyone else. If you're dying intellectually from a lack of stimulation, your team is going to die and decay. So you need to be feeding yourself, because if you're not feeding yourself, you don't have it in you to feed anyone else. So you got to feed yourself first, motivate yourself first, inspire yourself first. Daily personal development. And I don't care if you haven't done it, go read one damn page a day. Do something. You got to build the habit. See, sometimes we hear, all right, I got to do 30 minutes a day. I got to do 15 pages of a book, 10 pages of a book, whatever it is. If you can't commit to that, start now and commit to one page. Anyone can commit to one page in a book. Anyone can do that. Take 5 minutes, read one page. Do it every single day. Build the habit. See, our life, the quality of our life is based on the quality of the habits that we have. See, I've built a habit of feeding myself every day. And because I'm always feeding myself, it makes it easy for me to feed other people. Okay? So daily personal development. Number two, daily goals. Every single day, you should have a goal. Now, the goal may be to call one person. The goal may be to read one page in a personal development book. But you need daily goals. Now, what happens is when you have daily goals, that leads to another point that I want to tell you is daily discipline. So when you accomplish goals every day, even if the goal is as simple as reading one page of a personal development book, when you have that daily discipline, when you do what you said you were going to do, guess what that builds? It builds confidence. You become more confident by having wins. You need to have a win every single day. Do not let a day go by without you having a win. So one of my daily wins is building my body, training my temple. So every day I do something to train my temple. Now there's some days where I'm not able to go into the gym and lift. There's some days where I can't do 30 minutes of cardio. So I need to accomplish a goal every day regarding my temple. So my health is all I have, right? So if I'm not fit, if I don't have energy and vitality, it's going to be harder for me to go inspire the world. So I may do 10 push-ups. That allows me to accomplish a goal every day. Do something every day. Okay, that builds confidence because I'm staying in integrity with myself. Okay, forget integrity with other people. Yes, you need to have integrity. You need to do the things that you say you're going to do. But it starts with you having integrity with yourself, because if you don't have integrity with yourself, you lack confidence. You don't believe in you. You shatter any possibility of being worthy. You shatter any possibility of having internal self-confidence and self-esteem and self-worth. So do something every day to accomplish a goal. Just get consistent with it. So daily goals, write them down. Every single day, write them down. So daily accountability. At the end of every day, what are you going to do? You're going to look at your goals and you're going to see what you did. Okay, I like to write them down and check them off during the day. I like seeing the check mark. It makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel accomplished when I see that check mark. In fact, there's things that I didn't plan on doing. I do them, I write them down, and then I put a check mark by it because it makes me feel good. Okay, builds confidence. So daily accountability. At the end of the day, you're going to look back and you're going to look at the things that you did, feel proud of that, and see the things that you need to carry over to the next day. So you're going to hold yourself accountable every day. Daily dream building. Daily reasons why you must achieve success. And then what are the daily consequences of you not taking action? I hope you got value out of this. If you want some advanced training on leadership, hop over to leadwithmatt.com. Put your name and email address in there and you'll get some strategies on becoming a powerful leader. Love you guys. Go make life an adventure.